Fringe theory is based around the genre and trope of various horror and thriller media. Please view the episode description for a full list of content warnings. Thank you. I would be willing to reward you handsomely if you would be willing to track him down and tell him to get back to work or he's fired. He's writing down something on his notebook. Later this afternoon, are you able to come down to the police office? We would like to ask you some questions. You see being pulled out of the boat is Murch Presley.
Murch, go to your job.
Fine, I'll go home and I'll go straight back. He is lying to you. As you begin to pull the cover off of it more and more, you begin to see something long and eel-like swimming in there. They're gathering fishermen and sailors out there, and I don't know what's gonna happen when they do. One of the use magic effects is to communicate with something that you do not share a language with.
I don't know what I would do with a mermaid. Let us go, Midas.
Going back to the backyard, you're gonna have to describe to me what like the use magic here looks like, what like fey or I guess unseelie magic like just kind of like looks like in this world generally. Like, is it like sigils, spells? Do you have to like do an incantation, hand motions, or
Oh
like
gosh, I didn't think of this. It's typically a hand motions thing. She already has magic. She doesn't have any need for like sigils or anything. It's already in her. Um, so like I think it's mostly dependent on like hand movements, almost as if like she's using sign language of a sort. It's none that can actually be perceived by like anybody who knows a sign language. But that's what it looks like. And eventually, the spell that she's trying to do, she puts her hand like towards her mouth and she starts like pulling her hand outwards. And like if it works, her voice comes out with it.
so you're going to be rolling to use magic. When you use magic, say what you're trying to achieve and how you do the spell, then roll plus weird, which you have a +3 in, I believe.
I have a +3 in weird. Guys,
Hooray!
I'm gonna fuck this up so bad.
Oh, how badly could you fuck it up?
That badly.
An 8.
That's not a fuck up. That's
Well, I rolled a 4 and a 1.
Well, hey, the +3 still brought you over to an 8, so
Thank God.
well, on a 7 to 9, it works imperfectly. Choose your effect and a glitch. The keeper will decide what effect the glitch has. So your effect, we already talked about this. I presume you're taking communicate with something that you do not share a language with.
Yes.
And by the way, I would very much suggest both you and Millie, like, reading up on all of the effects of the basic use magic, because, could be helpful. But
Mhm.
anyways, that's besides the point. The point is that you have to choose a glitch now. Either the effect is weakened, the effect is of short duration, you take 1 harm, ignore armor, the magic draws immediate unwelcome attention, or it has a problematic side effect. Yes.
This is just use magic, right?
This isn't big magic, no.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Specifically, big magic would be to use anything that isn't on this effects list.
Okay.
And for Midas and Friendly Neighbor, they have to use big magic if they want to use something on the effects list because they took different weird moves.
Okay.
So they could still try and like let me just choose a random effect, bar a place or portal to a specific person or a type of creature. They would have to do big magic for it though.
Okay, got it. All right. I still have harm, so I probably shouldn't do that because
Taking
my
1 harm would bring you to unstable.
my berserk doesn't offset that one.
This is not like a fight.
Can you elaborate what problematic side effect means?
It could be anything. I have an idea of what it would be, but like, you know how magic in these kinds of stories like, it works, but sometimes it has, like, a side effect that you don't initially anticipate.
Is the side effect going to be I can't stop speaking in this woman's language?
I'm not going to tell you unless you choose it.
Can I ask, is it going to be the same or similar to if I picked the effect is weakened?
No.
Okay. So it's not like breaking my fish language or anything like that.
See, okay, so, like, in my head, if you choose the effect is weakened, then you're going to get only, like, vague answers from what you ask of her. Whereas, like, if you choose of short duration, you'll get, like, more specific answers, but you're only gonna get, like, a couple moments of it.
Mhm.
You're not gonna get, like, have actually, like, time to ask a lot of things.
And side effect is smile.
I know what the side effect here would be. I also know what the unwelcome attention would be.
So if I chose problematic side effect, I would be able to speak to her in specific sentences for as long as I had to, but something else would happen to me.
But something else is going to happen to you, yes.
Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Let's take a problematic side effect, boys.
Your fave is problematic, the side effect.
Aw, you're saying that Hallow is your fave?
OMG.
I do love Hollow.
Anyways, after a bit of, like, what do you say to Odine to, like, denote that you can speak to her?
Well, so her first question is, well, she introduces herself.
Yeah, that's a good start. What
Oh,
do you
it is.
say? Well, you know, it's role playing. Let's play it out.
Yeah. Hollow like so she
Mhm,
sits at the edge of the pool. She like kneels down. She's still really fucking
mhm,
tall, but you know, she's like leaning.
mhm.
And she goes, "My name is Hallow's Eve. What is yours?"
She kind of, like, jumps up out of the pool and kind of, like, you know that way that you, like, put your arms on the, sides of a pool and just kinda hang out there?
Yeah.
Yes.
And she says, "I am called Odine."
I think I was just about to say, I think we're having a moment right now.
You're gonna steal
Is
this
she
guy's
taken?
girl.
Is she
Yes!
taken? Is
That's
that
the
what they
literal
are?
point!
Is that what they have?
Okay,
I
I don't
didn't
think
know if
this is
you made the
okay, okay, ok
assumption.
okay. Fully I'm gonna be fully, like, cards on the table, right?
Okay.
Fully cards on the table. The reason that I described Murch as having, like, bandages around his, like, neck is because he's hiding hickeys.
That's
Love
hilarious.
wins.
Oh
I
man.
I had
Wins.
that as, like I had that as an idea for, like, part of his design. I realized that there would never be, like, a natural time to mention that or, like, uncover it.
Unless we started just stripping the poor man forcefully.
That'd be I would not let you do that. I would not let you do that.
Do you think Hello could be their third?
I don't know, we'll see what happens. Just like
Oh.
You better
just
roll
like,
really fucking well.
a V polycule between, you and Murch.
Yeah. Hi, this is my mermaid girlfriend, and this is my mermaid's girlfriend, and this is my mermaid girlfriend's fucked up fae girlfriend.
God, imagine being Murch Presley. Anyways, moving
Anyways,
on.
anyways, Hello like gives that same like big old toothy grin, you know, to again establish we are similar.
Mhm.
How long have you been here?
In the pool or in the lake?
The pool.
About a week now.
No one has noticed?
I do not believe that Murch's grandmother is a very observant woman.
She probably has not lifted the pool cover. How did you meet him?
He was on a fishing trip, and my sisters lured him in with their songs.
So you are not a mermaid.
We are sirens, I believe is what Murch called us.
Hello thinks for a second. How many sisters do you have?
There are a great many coming from all around. I do not have a count of them.
What brought you here?
The Loreley Stone.
Hello tilts her head, but she doesn't say anything.
Deep in the lake resides a stone to one of our great foremothers.
Do you know why it's... And she points like down at the ground. Here?
We do not know why it is there. It is simply the will of the water.
But what we do know is that there is a way to free Lorelei.
Is that why you are sacrificing people?
It is why they are sacrificing people. I do not wish for such brutal and brutish bloodlust. Not after I met him.
Aw, how sweet. Love wins.
Well, we have to prevent love from losing, I think.
That's true. The goal is not to break them up and make her have bloodlust again.
But my sisters believe that if enough people drown around the Lorelei stone at the same time, the essence of drowning, localized in such a place, will allow Lorelei to be born again.
What happens if she is born again?
I do not know. I believe the drownings will continue until there is none left.
You think they wish to kill the entire town?
I believe it is simply in Lorelei's nature, the siren that brought sailors to the murky depths.
Hella looks like she's thinking. Do you have any idea how we could stop your sisters?
Destroy the Lorelei stone. If it shatters, then it will be not a stone anymore, would it? We would simply have to go looking for wherever the Lorelei stone manifests elsewhere in the world. The last time the Lorelei stone manifested was, I believe, 300 years ago.
Do you know where it was?
Germany, I believe.
All right, Fiona, what happened 300 years ago in Germany?
In Germany?
I mean, you can Google this. This is real lore about Lorelei. It's Loreley. Or I guess look up Lorelei Rock.
Oh, it's an infamous maritime disaster site. The siren Lorelei is a piece of German mythology.
Oh, wow.
Decidedly less eel-like. That is my own spin on like the idea of sirens. I think a mermaid is cool, but I think a long eel is cooler. Millie, you're seeing this discussion happen.
It sounds like nothing.
Millie is like making one of the dead fish in the pool do like tricks. As she waits for them to be done.
Okay. Is there anything else you want out of this conversation, Hallow?
So what, we've learned that they're here for the Lorelei Stone. That's why they're drowning people. She's
Well, they're going to drown people. Presumably it hasn't happened yet. Presumably from what Odine is saying, the drownings have to happen all at once.
Okay.
Do you think we could ask for an idea of like where the stone is in the lake?
Oh, I think that was gonna be my next question until we drop Germany. Okay. Hallow goes, do you know where the stone is in the lake?
If
Deep?
you brought me to... It is deep at the bottom. If you brought me to the lake, I could lead you.
Why would I trust you?
I do not want to see Murch drown either.
Really like the either, implying Hallow as an emotional attachment to Murch. Hallow nods, and then she looks around. How would we move you?
I don't know.
How did he move you?
A big wagon full of water at night.
You've also got someone with illusion magic chilling next to you.
This is true. We're actually we're gonna be pushing a big old tank full of goldfish.
Millie like flips one of the dead fish out of the water, makes it explode, and then makes it go back to normal. She's playing.
Help me, God. I do not know if I will be able to talk to you again, but I will bring Murch back, and we will try and figure it out.
Okay.
Do you want to go back to the lake?
It would be more freeing than the pool, but I no longer wish for violence upon humanity.
Then I will help bring you back to the lake.
Do not blame my sisters. They simply wish to have their foremother back. Though humans may die if that's the case, they do not do it out of malice, simply a necessary side effect. Do not blame them.
I do not blame your sisters for falling victim to their nature.
As you say this, you begin to have trouble breathing.
Okay. Hallow starts coughing. This is not something she's ever experienced before. And she puts a hand to her throat.
Are you okay?
Millie, as you look to her, you see that there are gills forming on her. This is the unexpected side effect of the magic. You're able to talk to Odine by yourself becoming part siren.
Oh my god! I'm like a Sims character.
Now, while you're like really deep entrenched, Fey curse is something that would probably take a lot of effort to get rid of. This is something that's reversible, probably.
God, I hope so.
I have something I could certainly try to do, but I think I'd blow Hollow up if I failed.
Like, for example, one of the use magic effects is banish a spirit or curse from the person, object, or place it inhabits. So, like, if you wanted to go that route, while I wouldn't let you banish the Fey curse, that has like a million wards elsewhere against it.
Yeah, you cannot defame me.
But if you wanted to de-siren, there's that, or you could figure out any other solution, you know? If you give me a reasonable sounding solution, I'll let you do it.
Okay.
I have an idea I could certainly try, but I'm kind of afraid of the consequences if I fail.
At least for now, Hallow hasn't noticed that she has gills, so she doesn't know why she can't breathe.
Millie, gestures for Hollow as a reflection, right?
Yes, she's not a vampire.
Just checking. Millie gestures for Hollow to look at her reflection in the pool.
Hallow does so.
You've got gills.
And your skin's starting to feel a little itchy too.
Hallow takes approximately 2 seconds to look at Odine, as if like asking, "Can I come in?"
She just kind of waves you in.
Hallow, she doesn't really dive, but she sort of like, she falls into the pool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Hallow knows how to swim.
Well, it's not like you can drown.
There's probably a shallow end.
Millie can no longer understand Hollow. In order to understand, also accidentally turns into a siren, and now we're stuck, all three of them in the pool, as the other two who don't have use magic fuck off to the vineyard.
No. You can still speak. You can still speak normally. And you can like your head can like come up off of the water. It's just like you need to be in water, basically.
Yeah. Hallow pokes her head up above the water. She doesn't know how to swim, so she doesn't know how to tread water, so she's just standing.
I think in this case, Odine's just gonna like grab you and like hold you up.
Oh, she's very kind.
Just kind of like wraps her eel-like body around you and just kind of like zip, pops you up out of the water.
Millie is like pressing her fingers to her chin.
I do not think I did my spell correctly.
I would be inclined to agree with you. Now, I could try to fix this, but
Hallow like opens her mouth and then she like thinks for a second and then she goes, "You should let them know about our predicament with your cellular device."
oh, you're right. That's probably a good idea before I try anything. Whips out her phone.
Can I still speak with Odine? Or is that over?
No, that's still here.
Oh my god, I'm bilingual.
That probably will be here until you remove the need to constantly be in water.
Okay. Oh my god. I'm bilingual. She looks back at Odine. I am very sorry. I do not know how to swim.
That is okay. I will help you.
She nods her head and thanks.
So at this point, I think we're going to go back, turn back time about half an hour, and we're going to see what Neighbor and Midas are up to. So the ride back to the Vinicelli vineyard is, it's rough considering that you're riding in a sedan in a town with, barely any roads.
Yeah.
There's people who have to, run out of the way, get close to the walls. Vincent Vinicelli does not care.
I'm actually perfectly unjostled.
Yeah,
But
friendly
eventually-
neighbor is not being affected by the gravity of any of this.
You've got you know how you can't jostle a chicken's head because it's perfectly level?
Yeah.
Up. I don't want to think about that. I know what you mean, but I don't like thinking about it.
Okay, but eventually you do manage to get back to the vineyard, and you see Murch getting dragged out of the car, and Vincent dragging him over to a slightly younger looking woman who you can't hear immediately. Looks like Murch is getting taken to task, though. What do you do?
Shit, I didn't think that far ahead.
Well, where's the old man?
Yeah.
The old man is probably still, at the veranda just relaxing. Maybe doing some, crosswords or, taxes.
Lounging with a nice iced tea.
Sorry, just, running back what I just said, the idea of an old man doing taxes and enjoying it like it's crosswords is really amusing to me. He's got, a nice, half and half, iced, and he's just, doing his taxes.
Bouncing an Excel sheet ooh, I wonder what goes in this box.
No, that's old Bernie Vinicelli. Anyways, what do you do?
I mean, I wanted to really talk to Murch one-on-one and be like, so what's with the mermaid, buddy?
I mean, there might be a chance to in a bit, but right now he's getting yelled at, so not really much of a chance.
Is there anything we can look into around here?
Define look into.
Is there anything off?
Not immediately, but you can talk to Bernie if you want.
I'll go talk to Bernie. Maybe Bernie will tell me shit about this town. After all, we gotta go and receive whatever reward we might have gotten for going and doing this shit.
Oh god, what voice did I give old Bernie? Hello there. I see you have brought the little worker bee back.
Yeah, he was in a boat, floating in the lake. He had a bunch of fish. I don't know what that was about. What do we get for doing this?
Well, that's true. Let me give you your reward. And he goes in for about 20 seconds and then comes back out with 2 bottles of vintage Vinicelli wine.
Ooh.
Ooh. Wait, hold on. What date?
These have been aged for about, what's a good date? 5 years, 10 years? I'm going to be honest, I don't know too much about wine. I feel like I should have researched it.
Well, I was going to say, you should have researched it considering Vivi is going to get your ass on any inconsistencies.
Damn it.
Well, it depends on the type of grapes that they use.
I knew you would know.
I took a wine making class.
Well, for what it's worth, this is 10-year-old red wine. Let's just say that, okay?
Okay, it could be 10-year-old red wine then.
We're drinking this later and we're like, man, this shit sucks.
Vivi will be scolding Flux later tonight.
What variety of red grape is it?
I
The
don't know
weeds,
grapes.
we can't get lost.
Yes, the weeds, we can't get lost. I think he says, Vinicelli wine. It is the pride of Fringewater.
The vineyard is quite massive. You can see it from most of town.
Yes, quite, though. I hope you enjoy it. I'm sorry that we cannot give you any monetary compensation, but you know how running a business is.
Businesses run on money, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
May I ask, have you noticed anything weird going on with the kid? I mean, I don't know.
Kids are kids, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
While I am disappointed, I will say I am not surprised of his truancy. Kids are like that. Wesley is like that too often.
Perhaps he was doing it for young love.
Oh, I pity the woman who loves that kind of kid.
Fucking ow.
Bit harsh.
Midas is holding shit in.
Midas was definitely that type of kid.
I do not believe that this is something immediately actionable, but can I ask another favor? This one perhaps a bit more difficult.
Oh?
Are you aware of the wine that falls in this town? Seemingly like a miracle from heaven.
Yeah, the wine rain. I heard of it.
Have you had a chance to partake in the wine?
We have only been here for one day.
Yeah,
Well.
it's been a day and it didn't rain yesterday.
I see. There was a man telling me that it rained last week, but I don't remember anything, truthfully. These old bones are getting up there, but the point is, one day we went and did a taste test. Whose wine is superior, the rain's or ours? Do you know what we found?
Was it you or the rain?
It was the exact same.
It was what?
It is your wine falling from the sky?
The rain is Vinnicelli wine,
Oh.
which is an interesting problem for our business. Why would anyone buy our wine if they can simply wait and set out a barrel and wait for it to fall from the sky?
Have you tried like changing up your recipes or how you produce the stuff?
My middlest daughter, Michelle, is the main producer who oversees all of that, and she is very particular.
Okay.
I do not believe that it is as simple as simply changing the wine. Though you can ask her if you would like, though I can't imagine you would get very far.
Sorry, unfortunately, you've just sparked neighbor going into a tangent about how Burger King changed their recipe some odd years ago. This is unescapable. Your friendly neighbor knows way too much about fast food joints. Because what goes hand in hand with suburbia, if not fast food?
It wasn't always like this back when I owned the vineyard. Well, back when I worked the vineyard for my father. But then, 40 years ago, the rain started, and our plans for expansion into the town simply evaporated.
Like the rain.
Like the rain. Our profits plummeted as they could just get rain from the sky, and while nowadays we are still doing well for itself, the margins are slim.
Unfortunate realization. Your friendly neighbor supports capitalism.
Oh no, it's okay, we can fix him. We can fix him.
We can
Fix him.
fix him.
Anyways, I think Bernie just says, you can talk to Michelle if you'd like, but I think asking her to change her recipe is about as easy as having a snowball fight in the Sahara Desert.
Very difficult.
Impossible, one might say.
Unless you were to bring your own snow.
It would melt.
Not immediately.
This is so fucking awkward. Anyways, he just says, thank you for bringing Mr. Presley back. That is all I have for you. We will be in touch if I need anything else. What do you do?
I think we might actually have a better odds going back to the docks to find things, but first I do want to talk to Merch.
Okay.
Once he's done getting fucking, yelled
I
at.
think he's done getting like I think he's done now. I think he's just back to like having a basket and picking grapes.
Yo!
Oh, hey.
I can't whistle. Hi. So what's with the pool?
What do you mean what's with the pool?
Merch. Look at me.
Hmm?
What's with the pool?
Didn't the others tell you or something? I saw.
Yeah, they told me. So what's with, what do you know?
What do you mean, what do I know? That's a vague question.
There's a fucking mermaid living in your pool. Actually,
It's a siren. It's a siren. Get it right.
Okay. Semantics. It's living in your pool.
Yeah. Okay, listen. What do you want to know?
How much danger are we in? Are those fishermen in with the fucking the sirens out there? I mean, like, what has she told you?
I think they want to bring fishermen out there for like some kind of ritual. It's pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't know what to do.
Kill them?
With what? There's like 1,000 of them.
There's 1,000? Whoa! See, this is what I meant when I said you should give me information.
What? You thought there was just like 3?
I thought like maybe 30. I'd go out there with a gun.
I mean, maybe there's 30. I didn't take an itemized list of them.
Well, you took one home with you.
Yeah, she's cute, isn't she?
I don't know. I didn't see her in my own eyes. I feel like that is besides the point. Like you're certain, like thousands, like thousands.
I said I don't know. There were a lot of them. Okay.
Too many to handle. Simple.
So what the fuck is the solution then? That they're gonna kill people?
I don't know. You think I'm just like a big walking... If I knew the solution, I would do it. Okay?
I don't know, man. I mean, fuck. Like, that's way more than I was expecting there to be. Like, I thought maybe like 30 max, maybe 20.
That still feels like too many.
Because I feel like there'd be more sightings by now if there was like a lot.
I mean, they live like under the water, you know? They're not just like prancing around town.
Well, you know what else is underwater? Fish! See, we see a lot of those, though. How did you even find this woman?
I was on a little fishing trip, not one of my... Okay, maybe it was one of my truancy little stints. But then there was this song, and I was in the middle of the water, and then like 4 of them popped out at the same time. 3 of them and Odine. And they talked a little bit, and then Odine led me away, and I thought I was gonna die. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought that was it. I thought that was like it.
Yeah, you probably should not have followed them.
But then we started like talking, and like I'm pretty good at picking up languages, you know, so learned how to communicate, and you know, I learned that Odine didn't want to do this either.
You learned like, how the fuck did you learn a language? What did you like Pocahontas this shit? Like you do like you spoke with your heart? What the fuck?
I'm good at it.
Well, fucking clearly. Jesus Christ, you guys moved through a relationship so fast. She's fucking living with you. Does your grandmother know about this?
My grandmother doesn't need to know.
Well, help me out, and she won't have to.
You're threatening me. Are you fucking serious? You're blackmailing me.
Might love to do that.
Yeah, you have a fucking siren living in your pool.
You don't even need to blackmail me. I don't want the town to die either.
But Midas loves blackmail, don't you, Midas?
Oh, I love blackmail. Blackmail's
What
so...
the fuck is wrong with you?
Hey! I worked in network television for almost 2 decades. Do you know the things that I have seen with my eyes?
Listen,
the words I could say to you would be nothing compared to the things the network has said to me.
Listen, I'm just saying that blackmail tends to have its potency when you're trying to get someone to do something they don't want to do. In this case, I very much also do want to somehow save the town.
Give me the key to your boat.
It's a rowboat.
Rowboats don't typically have keys.
Well, then we're commandeering your boat.
Okay. As you were saying this, you begin to hear something.
Oh?
Almost like angelic singing.
You guys are fucked.
Midas.
What do you do?
Well, Midas is getting his gun ready.
And, neighbor?
Well, that sounds lovely. I wonder who's singing. Walking towards it.
Neighbor!
I'm going to need you to both roll 2d6 plus cool.
Oh, God.
And my cool is a 2!
When you listen to the siren song, immediately roll 2d6 plus cool.
Woo!
Oh my god, boxcars!
Boxcars! Fucking finally! That's my first successful roll of this campaign. Oh no!
Oh. Oh no.
Well, this is 100% in character then.
2 and a 1 plus 2, that's a 5.
On a 10 plus, you're able to shake off the lull of its tones. On a 6 minus, you're taken in by the song and will do what the song wants of you.
Okay, well, Perry, I guess mark experience.
You do mark
I will.
experience, even though it's a custom move. It still counts as a move that you would mark experience for. And you see as like almost mindlessly, friendly neighbor begins walking towards the pond, as is the woman who you know to be Michelle Vinicelli.
Hey, Flux, you mind if I pull something out real quick?
I'm scared. You know that's not I that turns my blood cold when one of my players says that, you know, right?
Cryptid sighting. You take note of any strange creatures. Whenever you first see a new
Okay,
type
this-
of creature, you may immediately ask, investigate a mystery question.
Okay, it's not as bad as I was expecting it to be.
I'm gonna ask of you, what can hurt it?
Anything can hurt it. It just responds to physical trauma.
Well, I guess Midas is just gonna go shoot it then.
You don't have it in your sights currently.
Well, he's gonna walk over to the pond with the fucking firearm readied.
You see one of these. Have you seen what the sirens look like yet? You wouldn't, right? Because it's just
No,
like.
I didn't go to the backyard.
So as you run closer to the pond, you see a woman singing up like on a little outcropping,
Mm-hmm.
and her eel like from the waist to the end of her eel like tail is about 4 times the size of the rest of her body.
Jesus Christ.
And she is singing her little song. And you're
And we're
shooting
just
at
walking
it?
towards her.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking shoot her.
I don't think this is kick some ass. I think you just shoot her.
Okay.
And how much harm is on your gun?
My gun is 2 harm. Close, reload, loud.
Okay, so there's gonna be shots fired.
Mm-hmm.
So that people are gonna hear that.
Yeah, of course. There's a fucking siren in your pond. I feel like that's the more noticeable thing.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. But shots fired goes like hits the side of one of the siren and immediately stops singing and just like dives into the pond.
Son of a bitch! He's over the top end of the pond and is trying to see if he can aim down into the water.
Specifically, you see that the I'm gonna put this in I'm gonna put an image of this in the Discord channel, but if you don't know, a lot of vineyards, especially this one, have like little irrigation channels,
Oh,
which is
fuck.
where she's starting to swim down.
Son of a bitch! He's got to go chasing after her.
And I think seeing that you're chasing after her, she's going to stop.
Okay, he's pulling his gun out again. He's going to shoot again.
As soon as you stop and like start to pull out your gun, she's going to leap out of the water and try and grab you.
You're fucked.
She's not singing anymore. Neighbor can help me.
He's watching.
Yeah, I haven't been given a chance to act.
Is she like going for like his torso or his legs?
She was just trying to like grab anywhere, but it sounds like neighbor, you want to like intercede her?
Yes,
Okay, so I think this is going to be a protect someone roll.
with the power of a retired football player.
Protect someone is when you prevent harm to another character, roll plus tough.
Well, it's a good thing that's my other really great ability. Good thing that my first +2 didn't go badly.
It's so great that your first place.
Oh my god! The
Wait.
exact same roll!
Plus-
Wait, guys, look at the numbers.
Oh, it's the same roll. It's a 2 and a 1. Plus 2 is 5.
No, look at the numbers before that. I rolled 2d2.
Oh!
Oh my god!
Perry rolled a D. What?
Oh.
Perry rolling into impossible
I just
two-sided
flipped-
shape.
Yeah, no fucking wonder you
Perry,
failed
you
the
fucking
fucking
idiot!
siren
Perry,
song.
you-
Jesus.
Perry, you fucking idiot! You flipped 2 coins.
Perry, you dumb.
Even if those were both 2s, you'd still get a 6.
Perry, roll actual dice.
Okay,
Perry,
Oh my god.
fucking stupid.
Yeah, see, there's a 12. Now you've got a 12. See what happens when you roll actual dice?
Perry, you fucking idiot!
Fucking dumbass!
no, they're feeding my ass in DMs. Listeners, help me.
Oh my god.
The you, they're not gonna hear this for weeks.
Okay. On a 10 plus, choose an extra. You either suffer little harm, which is -1 harm. All impeding danger is now focused on you. You inflict harm on the enemy, or you hold the enemy back.
Hold it back.
Which means that the rest are not true. You do not inflict harm on the energy. You're not going to suffer little harm. But what does this look like?
I have football tackled her, arms around the waist.
What do we know about suburban dads? They peaked in high school football.
They peaked in high school football, baby.
You both immediately splash into one of these irrigation channels. And
Midas too?
No, you
I imagine he
yeah.
slips and falls into the vines.
You saw for half a second as like the siren immediately jumped up to try and get you, and just like from the left side of your vision, just immediately tackled by friendly neighbor. The siren, not you. A couple things happen. First off, you're going to get crunched, friendly
how much?
neighbor. That is going to be 2 harm.
Ow, ow.
Which is actually 1 harm for you since you have your armor, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, keep mindful of that. It could save your life. As soon as like it's down, she's like wrestling with you, and she's beginning to sing again. And you, Midas, can see like Michelle Vinicelli is continuing to walk towards the water, basically.
Don't go in there!
That's not gonna. What do you do?
I'm gonna see if I can snap her out of it by firing a shot into the air.
Why not fire a shot at the mermaid?
Because I might hit you!
That's how you're gonna try and snap her out of it?
Yeah. Either that or I'm gonna fucking run and tackle her.
Well, which of those two do you want to do?
Honestly, I'll run and tackle her. I fired enough shots off, I need to conserve bullets.
I mean, generally when people fire gunshots also, the police hear it.
Yeah. Midas is going to fucking tackle her from going in the water.
Would this I think this would also be a protect someone.
Would it?
You were certainly trying to protect her.
Oh, fuck. Okay, man, this is gonna be a -1. Uh-oh.
It's a 5.
That's a 5.
Do you want to use luck?
No. I use luck when it saves my life.
Damn.
Cold.
So here's what happens. You're not able to run and get there in time before Michelle just kind of like walks and then flops unceremoniously into the water. And as soon as that happens, friendly neighbor, this specific siren disengages with wrestling you and begins shooting down the channel.
Do you think Midas might have the opportunity to land a shot before she fucking nabs Michelle?
You can certainly try.
And I also want to try to do something, but let's see how this goes first.
Midas is going to... Midas did not grab Michelle in time, but now is sort of laying at the end of that irrigation channel.
You've been marking XP, right?
Yes. I feel like with her in the water, the siren's running up, I feel like Midas might have the perfect opportunity for a shot right down the line.
I think this is going to be act under pressure.
Okay.
Which is a plus cool.
That's a 9.
On a 7 to 9, the keeper is going to give you a worse outcome, hard choice, or price to pay.
If I help out, will that bump that to a 10?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you succeed at helping out, yeah.
You succeed in help. How do you help out here?
By grappling her long fucking ass eel tail.
All right, that's also a plus cool roll.
With how skinny the irrigation channel is, you could like grab onto it and then dig your heels into the side of the channel.
Come on. 8.
That's an 8. Hey, that buffs me up to a 10.
Your help grants them +1 to their roll, but you also expose yourself to trouble or danger. I think what happens here is you grapple her and she immediately begins like raking her claws across you.
Ow.
And just trying to like cut you to ribbons, which is, here's the thing, okay? It's only 1 harm, which is reduced to 0.
Mm-hmm.
But when you get out of here, do you remember how you said that like when you get harmed, it's like wallpaper?
Yes.
You're not going to look good. In fact, you're not going to look very human.
I was going to actually say that when I get out of here, I'm going to smell like mildew. Like a bad basement.
Like you left the laundry in too long.
Oh no.
Here's the thing. If you saw someone had like part of their face peeling away and there was a second face under that, that's scary. And until you can get like some time to like try and like, I don't know, peel away the rest of this part of friendly neighbor, you're going to Well, showing yourself in front of a layperson is a bad idea. Let's just say that, okay? But as she's like cutting you to ribbons, bam! The shot is fired and she just floats there lifelessly.
You killed her! Yay!
And then you see Michelle just like splashing and gasping and trying to get out of the pond.
Midas is gonna grab her and pull her out from under. You alright?
What? Was I pushed in?
No. That's oh fuck, how do I even start to explain? So, that's a monster.
Oh, we're just gonna do this, huh?
Well, it's a fucking dead person floating right
She
in front
doesn't
of her.
see it yet.
Do you see that thing there?
Midas doesn't even care about the masquerade.
You, yeah, you tripped.
Michelle begins to freak out.
Isn't helped by me rising out of the water as well. Half my face peeling like gold wallpaper.
Yeah, no, this sucks. It sucks to be Michelle Vinicelli right now.
I think you need to go lie down. Now, luckily for you, it's not that hard to get a drink, you know?
Yeah, I think I need to lie down. Now, if you're lucky, she's going to consider this a bad dream of hers, or like she was
Yeah.
hallucinating. I would find a way to dispose of this body, though.
I mean, Selenis is here.
You want to what do you want Selenis to do?
We're gonna each get an end.
We're gonna go back to the forest, and we're gonna have
This
another.
is gonna be the second time we've done this.
Can
Not
Selenis...
we cannot fucking leave Midas unattended. Oh my god.
But I'm there this time!
That's
Well,
not better, apparently.
Good news. I already dug a hole. Wasn't for her, but, you know.
Oh, wonderful. I will need
Yeah.
to peel my face off.
You, yeah, I mean, you do that. I mean, we're just gonna go into the woods with this. You know,
I
give me,
don't
like,
think you're gonna
10
have
minutes.
time to do that because the police are definitely coming.
Or we could just let the body float down the canal.
You fired shots. Specifically, your gun's tag is loud.
Yeah. Is there any, like, where does this connect to?
Potentially you could have this pond like drain out to the lake.
I think that's what we have to do. I think we each grab an end and we huck it into that section and let it just float out into the water, and then we book it.
Affirmative.
So I think you can definitely do this with the help of Selenis and friendly neighbor. You're able to like put it in the pond, and the pond's like has a big enough drain that it's just gonna like shoot down into the lake. But like the police are like slowly starting to pull up is the problem.
We are not leaving at the front exit, I'll tell you that. Dash down the backside. Fucking, we're over the water. There ain't a street they can pull up on.
Sammi, Valentine.
Yes.
Yes?
Should I make Fiona roll to act under pressure for running from the cops?
Yes.
It would be funny.
Fuck.
Well, you heard him, folks.
No.
Why didn't I get a I mean, I guess since I'm involved.
You're part of this scene. Actually, yeah, are you gonna I guess you this game doesn't really do group checks, so like I'm gonna have Fiona roll for the both of you. That's a 9. If you want to help out, if you want to help out and pull it to a 10.
Well, I already helped out before. Let's do it again.
It's plus
Just
cool.
like Steely Dan.
That is not the right thing.
Why did you just paste an image?
Perry, what is this?
This is so
What is that?
mysterious.
Perry has just pasted an image. It is a purple rectangle with a little triangle on top of it, and I don't know what it means.
It is. I would also like to establish that it is completely off center in a
Yeah, it's a
big
very-
black void.
It's a very small object on a giant black canvas.
Oh.
Perry, how? Okay,
11!
good. We're out of here.
So you still have like an appointment with the police,
Yeah,
but they're not gonna know it's you.
Yeah, they're not gonna know I was here. I don't know if the vineyard has cameras, but like,
Bernie's not gonna snitch on you.
yeah,
Bernie and Michelle aren't gonna snitch on you.
yeah. Bernie, dude, we do spreadsheets together every weekend.
Oh, is that gonna be your new thing?
We do spreadsheets. Yeah.
This is what Bernie could. Bernie thinks bingo is too easy.
I help him claim dependence he doesn't have.
Bingo!
Yo, the tax fraud kings.
So I mean, look, here's the thing, right? You can just say that you donated to charity. Like they're not going to have any way of fact checking that. It's completely
Jesus.
deductible.
Don't tell this to our viewers.
Okay. And now where are you going after this? Which is at the same time that Hallow and Odine are finishing their conversation.
We should probably get in contact with the
We should,
girlies.
yeah, we should probably. I'm gonna dash off into the woods, and I'm gonna give them a phone call.
Millie, Hallow, what are we doing back in the backyard right now?
I'm still Odine is trying to teach me how to swim and it's not working.
Billy is trying to get Midas to answer his fucking phone.
Beep. Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Ah,
Are you good?
we got one.
You got one.
We got one.
Is that Millie?
It's Millie.
Put us on speaker.
They are on okay.
Hello, Millie.
Hello.
Yeah, we killed one.
Good. Nice.
Don't go to the vineyard. By the way, police are there.
Okay, that's great. So Hollow managed to talk to Odine.
Okay,
That's nice.
I didn't know that. I didn't know I had a name.
Yes, she has a name. I assume that Hollow gave Millie the rundown.
Yes.
So to my understanding, all of the sirens want to drown a bunch of people to get like death energy around this stone in the lake, and if we destroy the stone, then they'll probably stop trying to kill people.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yes, Odine said she would show us where it was, but we'd have to get her to the lake, and there's another wrinkle. So Hollow may have fucked up the spell.
How so?
Hollow is in the pool right now.
Why is Hollow in the pool?
Why is Hollow in the pool?
Because she will suffocate if she gets out of the pool.
Ah, I see. She accidentally gave herself gills, yes?
Yes.
I didn't even infer that at all. Thank you. So that's bad, right? Like that's not good.
Yes, that's bad. I'm trying to decide whether I should try to fix this now and make getting to the lake easier, or fix it later and have somebody who can breathe underwater, but I don't think Hollow can swim, so I mean, listen, I can try to fix this, but I'm a little afraid of what'll happen if I fuck it up.
Simple. Don't fuck it up.
Not that I've ever fucked up any of my magic before, but you know, things are different when you're not on the stage.
Huh. So, shit, fuck. What do we do?
Well, it would be nice if we could all reconvene.
I maybe don't need to breathe. I've never checked.
Did you were just in the water.
We could check in the pool.
Did you need to breathe down there?
I don't know. I didn't check.
What do you mean you did? You were okay. The more I try to rationalize this, the stupider I feel. Yeah, we should reconvene somewhere. I got access to Murch's boat, so
It's a rowboat, so you could have taken it anyways.
yeah, but I didn't have permission.
That's it. That saves us a load of shit. Listen, how about you two come back to the house and we'll figure it out from there, okay?
Yeah,
Wonderful.
works for me.
Good fucking deal, huh? And before you can really respond to that, she hangs up.
Midas looks down, turns to friendly neighbor. Hey, you got $1? My glue's coming off.
I proceed to start pulling out the wrong paper currency.
And
Midas takes
Okay.
a peso from you and just stitches it onto his tie and then keeps moving.
okay. Back at the house. Are we just cutting to when you two reconvene?
I would imagine so.
All right.
If you as you approach the pool, you can see Odine swimming around and Hollow just standing at the bottom of the pool,
Sunk like a rock.
sunk like a rock.
Midas is going to do that thing where like he reaches over the fence to unlatch the thing.
Neighbor is standing on the other side. Inexplicably, despite how short this fence is, it's perfectly covering everything except for the top of his head.
Like he's fucking home, like in Home Improvement.
Yes, thank you.
And Murch's grandma is busy watching Family Feud, so don't even worry about that.
You can like distantly hear the sounds of Family Feud.
You can hear Steve Harvey losing his fucking mind. Anyway, so what do you guys do now?
So, can we like magic Hollow back into, being a fucking, well, not as cursed?
Let's also find out if I can breathe in the water. I just walk in.
So let me ask you this, okay?
Uh-huh.
If you go up to any normal 50s dad grilling on the barbecue, would you presume that he can breathe underwater?
Yes. I mean, no.
No, fuck you. No, you're not. No. See, I guess I'm of two minds of this. Like, you're not technically human.
I didn't mean to say yes. My brain just automatically went yes.
Perry wasn't
What?
trying to be a little shit, but it just leaks through.
I'm of two minds between what's more interesting and what's staying like true and honest to the fiction. I don't think you can breathe underwater. Here's where I'm at, right? I think you can potentially breathe underwater if you shed your form.
And I don't think you should do that.
If you do that and turn into like what one of these kinds of thought angels looks like when it's not taking on a form, I don't know what that looks like. There's other ways you could potentially get down there, I feel like. If you wanted to try and get, like, for example, scuba gear, we live in the universe of TV and not reality. I wouldn't, like, make you role play out an entire scuba safety course. You could just have it.
Yippee!
Actually, might have already completed a scuba safety course for his little, he was on the Conan O'Brien show a few years back, and they did a little oceanic thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just saying that's also potentially on the table. Just trying to, like, help you guys brainstorm. I'm a player too.
Look, I'm just saying, when I did gun safety, it was like a 5-minute video, and that was it.
Are you for real?
Yeah. That
Oh
was
my
all I
God.
needed for them to hand me a gun.
Well,
Our Canadian DM sitting here like, what?
yeah, it's not great. But no, I was just trying to like help you guys brainstorm directions this could go. I don't want it to be like solve my underwater puzzle.
Scuba Midas is such a funny fucking idea, actually. His only issue is that Midas does not have a weapon that works underwater.
No, you don't. You'll have to figure that out.
Don't worry, I have my 5-demon bag. This probably works underwater.
No.
You also have to figure out how you're going to break a stone.
Do you think it's possible to get like a drill?
Maybe dynamite.
No,
Where
no.
would you get
Where the
dynamite?
fuck would you get dynamite from? What about fireworks?
I don't think those would work
Ooh.
underwater. Would they?
No. I mean, like, well, is the stone completely under the water?
Yes.
Oh, well, fuck. I didn't think about that part. What works underwater?
Pickaxes?
Do you think we'd be able to swing a pickaxe underwater?
I will say it's not like a big stone. I mean, it's a big stone relatively, but it's the size of like it's probably the size of like a smart car. It's not the size of a house.
I mean, how much do we have to break it?
That's the kind of semantics that I don't really think about as a GM. I'm just like, "Oh, just break it." But like obviously if you just like chip it a little bit, that's not going to do it.
Do you think if I got like close range with a gun, I could fire it at point blank to break it?
That's dangerous. I feel like you'd have to do it multiple times to start chipping away at it.
What about a spear?
Harpoons could potentially pick away at it.
If we had a harpoon gun, we could fire right at it. I mean, I imagine this thing is like glowing or something, like we'd be able to see it.
The idea of explosives is funny. It's just where would you get an explosive,
I don't know.
Is there also maybe like a universe where instead of going down there, you like somehow commandeered one of those like dredgers and pulled it up?
We could just steal one.
If there's like 2 of us, could we like get underneath it and pick it up?
No.
Do you think we could convince someone to let us borrow a dredging boat?
And steal it if we need to.
I am still wanted by the police.
You still have to go to your like little
Well, he doesn't have to.
it's only going to get worse if you don't.
There was only like a legendary sword or something that we could jab through it.
Sorry, I didn't choose the sword item.
I know you didn't.
I mean, maybe something in the 5-demon bag would work. They are
Well-
technically demons.
And I did establish they were element demons.
What element?
Any elements.
Do you think we could just kill all of the fucking sirens by just throwing some electric in there and bzzz, and they're all dead and they just float up to the top
No.
like lightning striking the water?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, potentially, but are you ready for the fallout of, like, you know, the masquerade of monsters breaking in this town? Even more than it already has. Like, Michelle can probably be, like, convinced that it was just hallucinating and there was, like, a fucked up woman.
But we already have people who are like, angels are real!
And they're trying to, like, you know, they're trying to, like, pick it to repent because the end of the world is upon us.
I mean, what if you could, like, strike the stone with lightning to break it?
I don't know. We'll find out when we get there.
You know, just breaks. Or, like, I wonder if we could, if one of your element, hear me out here, is ice. You know how potholes happen, right? It's water freezing in the road.
Yeah, and then it expands and then it cracks.
Exactly. We freeze the stone through whatever little potholes it has, whatever little cracks we can make, and then it breaks from the inside out.
I feel like this is a plan we're actually talking about in character now.
Yeah.
Then what character am I? I've been helping out too.
You've been the mermaid, the siren.
Would Odine know what dynamite is? It'd be funny if true.
Dynamite fishing.
Oh, that does make sense, actually, yeah. I think specifically says this to Hallow. I don't know how you would get me to the lake.
Pick you up and start running?
Water cooler.
I better run very fast.
They can't understand the mermaid.
Oh, right, they can't, sorry.
I mean, I just assumed that Hollow was, like,
Passing it on.
translating back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
What if, I mean, just like a big water cooler, just stuff you inside and we'll just, like, walk you there. You'll have water.
I mean, it's a big eel, but...
Look, do you think you're going to be fit, like, 16 feet of eel in a water cooler?
Well, how the fuck did Merch do it then?
Merch had like a wagon, and also did it at night.
I have a car.
You're going to fill with water.
In the trunk
let
of
it
my
happen.
car? Sure.
Listen, feasibly this isn't real, but again, TV rules. I think that cinematically, I could absolutely see like an X-Files scene where Mulder fills a trunk with water.
Exactly.
Scully, you're not gonna believe this.
Yeah.
So that's what you guys are gonna do.
Midas is like taking sheets of plastic wrap to protect the interior of his car.
Okay,
And is going to be taking a bucket and filling it from the pool.
All
Flux,
right.
can I peel my face off yet?
Oh yeah, I think you can. Yeah, you can just spend some time while we're discussing to like make yourself anew.
He's like backed his car up to the backyard, like to the fence.
Meanwhile, Millie is kneeling down to Hollow. We're gonna have to get this shit figured out.
Okay, so when I put you in the hold on, Hollow, translate what I'm saying. When I put you in the water, I would probably keep your head down low because it's like there's not that much water. I mean, you're in the trunk of a Chevy Impala. It's not exactly like, you know, the Ritz.
I think you can translate it just fine. So
Yeah. What Hallow says to Odine is, small car, your head will have to be underwater.
yeah, she nods. Millie, it sounds like you want to get this change back done now rather than later.
I'd like it, but it depends on what Hollow wants.
Yeah, consent is important.
Consent is important.
I just think it'll be a lot easier if we can all breathe when we're doing this.
Yeah, you'd have to put like Hollow in the trunk too.
I don't think I got enough trunk for that.
We could cuddle in the back.
Yeah, it'd be squishy.
Yeah, you guys would be a little tight in there.
Let's try now.
I presume this means you're doing blood magic to specifically banish a curse from the person it inhabits.
I am going to try to do blood magic to turn Hollow's body back to normal and get rid of the curse. Yeah.
And what does this blood magic look like?
This blood magic is going to look like first of all, she has a cool edgy red aura around her hands because I said so.
Ooh.
OMG.
And second of all, when she does this, Hollow also begins to glow slightly, and the plan here is to use the blood magic to, and I'm gonna say this in the least gory way possible, forcibly reopen her lungs and suture up the gills and rip off the scales.
Ow. I'm gonna be in pain.
It'll only hurt a little bit.
Roll a plus weird then.
What's your plus weird, King?
Plus weird is 2.
Okay. Come on.
This works best if you stay still, but I've worked with moving targets.
This works best if you stay still and don't scream.
It actually works better if you scream.
Maybe screaming in a neighborhood like this isn't a good idea, though.
It's okay. Paolo will be fine.
Yeah!
Oh, good.
6 plus 2 plus 2 is a 10. On a 10 plus, the magic works without issues. Choose your effect. You're able to suture up the gills. There's a little bit of light scarring, but aside from that, I'd say welcome back to the human world, but you're not human, so
Welcome back to
the breathing.
welcome back to the world of the breathing.
That was weird, what we just did, Fiona. That was strange.
Yeah.
Millie kind of dusts her hands off, and you can see reddish brown dust falling to the ground. There you go, good as new.
Hello, just to experiment, tries to say something to Odine. Can they understand each other anymore?
I think you managed to get 1 or 2 words out. The instinctual memory is
Gone.
leaving you. Yeah.
Okay.
You were able to get maybe 1 or 2. You can probably still say hello, but
Hello
it's
gives
gone.
Odine a little wave.
Odine gives you a little wave. We're packing up now then?
Mm-hmm.
Sure
All right.
as shit we better do this before they start drowning people.
Oh, yeah, they're already starting to do that.
I see. Well, what the fuck are we waiting for?
All right, you begin loading up Odine into the trunk, and in the same manner as Vincent's sedan, it's a little bit tight driving around, but you begin heading towards the docks.